All right. Who's John? Harold.
I'm John.
You can get started. Thank you. 2 minutes. And introduce yourself, please.
Good afternoon. I'm John Harrell. Thank you for having me today. I'm a former United States Marine infantryman and a weapons instructor. During my time in the Marine Corps, I did multiple combat deployments. I helped train military and law enforcement from 4 different continents. Senator Ellis, who's no longer here, asked earlier, how can you tell who the bad guy is if he has a gun? I promise you, if they're hiding the gun, ditching the gun, or shooting at you, that's your man. It's not as hard as many people think. I currently hold many instructor ratings, state and national, and I mostly train civilians. I'm not going to bore you with the data that's been thrown around all day today about the states that allow it and so forth. What's clear is that there are the incidences that the objectors like to claim severely simply do not exist. Some people claim that open carry of a handgun is only there for a threat or intimidation, when in reality I just want to tuck in my shirt. When my wife is cold, give her my jacket. Speaking of my wife, she's a 28-year-old freshman in college. 4 days a week, she goes to class, she's unarmed. She has more professional training and time behind a gun than some police officers out there. I can promise you. She's very, very, very proficient. Most of the time firing 2 rounds from a draw in under a second and a half. Just like with Dr. Susanna Hupp, who testified here a decade ago, my wife's gun will be in her car when a lunatic runs around picking off people without anyone to provide resistance. I believe much like in law enforcement and security, citizens openly carrying handguns will deter crime and criminals as they always prefer an easy victim. As far as law enforcement is concerned, I've spoken to several across the country, varying degrees of open carry, and they all said the same thing. The job stays the same. We catch the bad guys, we enforce the law, and we go home. I have 8 seconds left. There are some questions and concerns earlier. I'd be glad to answer those questions that I wrote down here when you guys were talking back and forth about certain things, if y'all have any.
Thank you very much, sir. Any questions? All right. No questions. We'll move on to Grace.
Shemaine.
Thank you.
My name